Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we have ourselves some very interesting Ninjago information that just kind of appeared out of nowhere. This was sent to me via an email, and apparently, allegedly, it is the set list, or at least most of the sets, for the March and the summer of 2026 for Ninjago. This includes Dragon's Rising Season 4, as well as the anniversary sets. Now, keep in mind, again, as always with these early listings / leaks, this has the potential to be real and also the very, very real potential to be fake. I am not saying that this is the set list. I'm not saying this is confirmed. Treat this very much as a gigantic rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. Do not believe it 100%. Again, this is just one gigantic rumor. Could be real, could just as easily turn out to be fake. Without further ado, let's check out the list. Okay, so here we are on the alleged set list for the summer of 2026. Now, this is a full year from now, which is part of the reason why I feel like this list is probably not very real or credible. However, I will say a lot of these ideas I do kind of like, all things considered, and there are more aside from just this one. There are more that we will talk about here in a little bit, but let's start by talking about these two. Now, these two sets are the set numbers rumored for March of 2026. So as we know, we do have the, of course, January 2026 set list pretty much already out there. These two set numbers were mentioned to be for March. So it seems like these two sets, at least according to this list, are going to be March listings. So we have Monster, set number 71853, already off to a tremendous start, and Garmadon Castle, 71860. Now, this one, Garmadon's Castle, sounds interesting. I could totally see Ninjago fans assuming that this would be for Dragon's Rising Season 4. However, again, this is the year of the 15th anniversary for Ninjago, so Garmadon's Castle could totally be a March 2026 anniversary set. Maybe more in line, maybe more inspired by the original Garmadon's Dark Fortress from 2011. That's more so what I'm thinking here for Garmadon's Castle. Could totally be a Season 4 set for all I know. Monster definitely seems like it will be a Season 4 set. Now, again, no specifics here. What type of monster is it? Kind of seems like it's going to be a monster build of some kind, so I don't know. Look forward to that, I guess. Monster, set number 71853. Again, like a lot of early set listings, these are always subject to change, of course. Now, getting into the actual summer stuff, we have this one here, set number 71863, which we know is a Ninjago set number for 2026. We have Dragon versus Monster. Now, this could totally, again, not be a legitimate set. Goes for pretty much every single other set on this list as well. Keep that in mind. But a Dragon versus Monster set sounds like it could be kind of cool. Maybe a smaller dragon versus a smaller monster. I have no idea. We do have scrapped concepts for the Fire Knight mech set, which did originally have it as a dragon and a mech. So maybe they are, again, reinventing that idea, but instead of dragon and mech, it's dragon versus monster. No idea. Again, that's set number 71863. Then we have Nia's water bike, which I think is a very good idea, 71865. I would love it if Nia could get some type of actual vehicle, because it's been many years since we had one, I think. I can't remember the last time we had a Nia vehicle. I could be missing something obvious, but Nia's water bike sounds awesome. Maybe a bike that can glide over water or something like that. No clue. But then we have set number 71867, Frax Snake Mech. Now, this could be a number of different things. It could be maybe a mech in the shape of a snake. I would very much like that if it was like literally a snake-shaped mech, maybe with arms or something like that, that Frack could drive. But either way, a Frack vehicle, I mean, he is a member of the team, so why not? I just hope they don't include like another hooded Frack minifigure, because that head sculpt is just insane, of course, from the summer 2025. Then scrolling down a little bit more, we have Sora's Jet, set number 71868. Now this one I could see being real, of course. I mean, we've had Sora vehicles before, and it's been a minute since we've had one, again, unless I'm missing something obvious here. But Sora's Jet sounds, again, interesting. Set number 71868 kind of might be a little bit too similar to Lloyd's Jet, but again, there's no like transforming suggested by the title, so maybe it is just a plane for Sora. No idea. But then we have set number 71869, the Ghost World. Now, I'm assuming by the Ghost World, they could mean the Spectral Lands, or maybe just something else altogether, but my first thought was the Spectral Lands, which, sure, but I think that would have made more sense for the summer of 2025, for this year. Who knows, maybe it was a 2025 set, but then got pushed back to 2026. We do have other sets that had that happen too. Say, for example, with, again, Lloyd's Jet from 2025, that was supposed to be a Season 2 Dragon's Rising set initially, but it was supposed to be for Zane. Maybe this is a similar thing. Maybe for some reason Dragon's Rising Season 4 will bring us back to the Spectral Lands, again, for whatever reason. But the Ghost World, you know, if they could make like a pretty sizable Spectral Lands set, I wouldn't mind that. Could be very reminiscent of the City of Styx, for example, a set from Season 5 that a lot of people really enjoy. Then we have here the Dragon of Strength, set number 71870, which I think it's very obvious what this is supposed to be. The Source Dragon of Strength, which right now is a popular contender for the Master of Lord Ras. So I don't know, maybe in Season 4, if they do decide to reveal that the Strength Dragon is his master, maybe this could be the evil Source Dragon set that we are all, or I guess some of us are kind of hoping for. If not, this could just be, again, just a normal Earth Dragon. Now, it is worth mentioning that we do have, of course, the Dragon of Life for the January wave, though that dragon is supposed to be kind of small. I could see this Dragon of Strength being a similar size to the Source Dragon of Motion that came out in the summer of last year, for example. Who knows for sure, but Source Dragon of Strength or Dragon of Strength makes sense, I suppose. I mean, you know, if Dragon's Rising is indeed rumored to end at Season 5, might want to get all the Source Dragons out as sets before the series wraps up. Again, though, that is just a rumor. Then we have a weird gap in the list. There's like a gap here, but we have Spinjitzu Monastery, set number 71871, which could totally be, again, for Season 4 of Dragon's Rising, but I think it's more likely to be an anniversary set, which would mean we have two anniversary sets, because we have the Spinjitzu Monastery, and of course we also have Garmadon's Castle up there too. So I could see this being, again, a 15th anniversary set, though the monastery seems a little bit too good to be true. I know a lot of us were expecting a monastery set, but instead we are getting the blacksmith shop in January. Again, maybe they could give us the monastery as well, but I don't know. It would have to be pretty big, and we already have some sets here that sound kind of big. So then again, this year's summer wave was kind of expensive. Maybe expensive summer waves are just kind of the new norm now for Ninjago. It's hard to say. And finally here, the last one, and I'm kind of confused on this because it has the same set number as the monastery, set number 71871. And I think we do have some set numbers missing too, so no idea what happened to those sets, and I'm also not sure why this has the same set number. Could just be a typo, could be maybe it's going to be one of these, maybe one of these sets will get bumped, whatever. But according to this 71871 listing, it's Kai's Titan Mech, which, okay, here's my stance on Kai's Titan Mech, right? I think it's way overdue, and there are many, many Kai mechs that could totally just be stand-ins for Kai's Titan Mech. Fire Knight Mech comes to mind, the Climber Mech comes to mind, and we know that we are getting a smaller Kai mech in the January wave, so if this truly is Kai's Titan Mech, this better be the last Kai mech that they do, because at that point we just have way too many, and this should be the one to end all of the other mechs. I don't really feel the need for more Kai mechs after the Titan Mech. This is the only other Kai mech that we truly need, and at that point, you know, after that, just start giving the mechs to other characters. But I get it, Kai's a popular character, and again, Kai's Titan Mech could be a possibility here. Again, if, you know, I'm not sure what the deal is with the set numbers, why they are the same on this listing, but whatever works. That is the end of the listing here for, again, the alleged summer 2026 Ninjago wave. Keep in mind, very much so, that this list is definitely not final, and in my opinion, probably not very likely to be real, considering that it's just way too early to be getting summer 2026 stuff already. Again, this is a year out, and it seems a little bit too early. I feel like it's even a little early to be getting 2026 January stuff, but summer stuff, and of course with March stuff, with, again, the monster and Garmadon's castle, seems a little bit too early. Like I said, I would very much take this with a very heavy grain of salt. I might do more videos on some stuff here, like maybe talking about how the Ghost World could tie in, or maybe the Strength Dragon being the master of Lord Ras. But like I said, I'm not fully convinced by this list, and if I had to deem it real or fake, I would more so go for it being fake. But do with this information what you will. Just remember, no matter what you do, take all of this with a grain of salt. This is just one gigantic rumor. Rumors, people. You can't imagine how many times I say, hey, this is a rumor, and people are still like, oh, but you said this was true. This is a rumor. I don't know how much more clear to make it. But yeah, with that being said, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave all of your thoughts down below surrounding this whole alleged rumored set list, and I will talk to you guys again next time. Peace.